Alrighty, folks, in today's lecture, I'm going to be breaking down how I made roughly $6,000 and some change. Now, first things first, coming into this session, we're going to jump on a TradingView chart. So if we look at, let me move my big ass head out the way. If we look at ES and NQ, right, there was a discorrelation between the two. ES failed to sweep this low at 3:35 p.m. at 7 p.m. roughly. And then NQ came down, swept that low, causing what? SMT, man. So we made SMT. We then rebalanced lower. We start displacing back to the upside. I was referring to that buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency right there. As you can see right there, we get a rebalance into it. We then start to displace higher. I market ordered off of this candle. My stop losses were below that rebalance because if we were truly bullish in this case scenario, I don't want to see price come below this low and then rebalance higher. I just don't want to see that because if we were to displace below this low, more than likely or not, we're heading down to that low that just made the SMT, and then the whole session would have probably been just chopped. So went long, targeting this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency here. As you can see, if we pull that up there, I was anticipating price action, basically rebalancing into there, that SIBI. I closed below though because I was uncertain if price action was going to come back all the way lower because I moved my stop loss to break even to then distribute back higher. Sometimes in Asia and in Asia sessions, I've noticed we typically do that. So that being said, I was just like, yo, I don't want to be on the wrong side of the coin on the rebalance, getting hit and getting my stop loss hit at break even for then price running up higher. I'm content with being up like $700 on the day. And then I thought I was done on the day, but then we rebalanced back into the sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. We're respecting CE or consequent encroachment, which that tells me more than likely or not, price is going to probably start to reverse lower and distribute lower. So if you look at the chart here, we left this volume imbalance right there. I trade volume imbalances and I look at them simply as almost like fair value gaps. We either inverse them or respect them. So with this candle right here, we displace lower, creating another volume imbalance there, right? And then I referred to that other volume imbalance. I waited for a rebalance into it, and then I market ordered off of it right around there. My original stop loss was above this candle high. I wanted to see speed and efficiency rebalancing price action lower, and that's exactly what we got. My original stop loss was there, and then I quickly trailed my stop loss to above this candle wick high here, making my trade basically break even if my stop loss got hit. Just targeting that SIBI there. Now, if we go and pull up the executions here, there's obviously the two executions as you guys can see. And obviously proof as always, you guys can see the PNL. Obviously, I'm not going to LARP to you guys, lie to you guys. I'm too grown for that. I fear God too much, man. I can't lie to you guys, obviously. But anyways, calm little $6,000 day. I did miss out on roughly, I believe, like $17,000 on this entire move. But that's trading for you, right? And my best piece of advice to you guys is the less you care about being perfect, the faster and the more money you make in trading as a whole. If you guys can all get to the thought process of saying, I don't need to be perfect, you will literally progress in real time so much faster than you would trying to chase perfectionism. If you always try to be a perfect trader, it becomes very difficult to progress. And I know this sounds contradicting because you see two trades where I basically had no drawdown on both the trades. But what I want you guys to realize is this comes after years of basically discretion in the marketplace. Like I'm able to look at price action and see these types of trades because of the fact of how many years I've been doing this. These candlesticks have been engraved in my brain, basically. And I'll just tell you guys, like, look, if your goal is to make money, because that's everyone's goal. Your goal is not to be the best possible day trader in the world, right? Your goal is to make as much money as physically possible. That's why you started day trading. So if that's your goal and you just started trading recently, the less you try to become a perfect trader, the faster you become a better trader. When you try to chase perfectionism in the marketplace, that causes you to care so much about the outcome. Because I could be a trader right now and say, oh my God, I missed out on 70 points or 80 points. And I was trading too many contracts. That was $3,200 per account, which roughly equivalates into $16,000, $17,000. Right? I could sit here and be a bitch like that and complain about my life. Or I could say, well, Salman, I made $6,000 today. $6,000 is roughly double the average person's monthly wage. So I think I'm going to be content with that. And I'm blessed. And I thank God that I made that amount of money. And I'm going to step away and go enjoy the rest of my day. That's it. That's the mental frame you guys need to come to a conclusion with. Even if your P&L is $300, $400, $500, bro, $300 in terms of trading days, if you look at it in a trading day, $300 times 5 days, or let's just say 3 days, is $1,000 a week, $4,000 basically a month. And let's say you copy trade 5 accounts, that's $20,000 a month you're making, right? And you're probably broke right now watching this video. And I don't mean to say that to make you mad or irritated, but you need to come to reality of saying, I'm okay with whatever amount I make, right? At the end of the day, as long as I'm making a good amount of money, I'm okay with it because I'm on my own journey right now, and it's me versus me, not me versus Salmon and Salmon's P&L. It's not me versus this other traders, right? It's me versus me. I'm on my own journey right now. I'm okay and content with the P&L I'm making right now because I understand if I continue sticking with it and I show up every day and I backtest and I forward test and I journal and I focus on my relationship with God and I prioritize my psychology, I will end up being able to be in Salmon's shoes, if not way greater than where Salmon's at right now. That's the mental frame you need to be at. You need to be at the comfortability aspect of saying, I understand I'm at a smaller P&L in terms of like the vast majority of people, but if I stick with it in the next couple of years, my P&L should be 10, 20, 30x the amount it is now. And if you guys can just get to that mental frame, mental thought process and stop yourself from trying to chase perfectionism, you will literally become profitable so much faster than you would trying to chase perfectionism. Because that's actively one of the biggest problems, especially on TikTok trading, right? If any of you guys are on TikTok actively and you see a TikTok trader bottom ticking, catching 200 points, and I'm not discrediting them. Some of them are fucking legit. I'm in a Discord with like 10 of like the best or 20 of the best traders on TikTok right now. They're fucking legit. I see all their P&Ls. I see everything. They're fucking legit. But what you need to also realize is they've been doing this way longer than you, and they have been learning and trying their best much longer than you, right? So it will come, right? Pause. It will come to you. You just need to continue showing up every day. And I promise you, you factor in the relationship with God. You factor in backtesting, forward testing, journaling, showing up every day, prioritizing all these things. Your P&L will look like this, if not 10 times better. Right? So don't let this video demotivate you, and understand specifically, trading is a game that's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Because if you look at it and you look at trading, if it's a marathon, you try to pace yourself every single day instead of trying to rush and sprint every single day. You become a better trader overall. You stop over trading, you stop over leveraging, because you come to a conclusion of saying, as long as I just pace myself, I make $600 on Tuesday, and then I maybe lose $200 or $300 or $400 on Wednesday, but then I make $1,000 on Thursday, and then I make $500 on Friday. My psychology is going to be so much better. I'm factoring being okay with taking a loss, and I show up every day, I fix my problems, and I move on. That's the thought process I need to scream in your guys' face, right? And if you all can just get to the point of just getting there, that's your mental thought process. That's how you get to in life. You will actively progress so much faster at a rate of return than you currently are. But anyways, folks, that's just a quick and easy video, or this was just a quick and easy video. I just wanted to explain my thought process. Hopefully this technical analysis brought some light into your ears. Hopefully it gave you a better perspective on everything. Hopefully the psychology tips were also a benefit to you. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know if this trade breakdown helped you. I want to get more frequent with posting trade breakdowns because I kind of stopped doing them as much. Just because of the fact that it's kind of draining posting your P&Ls and your breakdowns and your thought process all the time. I just like trading and P&Ls and everything to be more private, but I understand I have to sacrifice things, obviously, for your guys' benefits. So that being said, I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to steak dinner with my cousin, the cameraman, Mustafa. You guys know him well. It's his birthday. Everyone leave in the comment section. Happy birthday, Mustafa. But anyways, love you guys. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my night, get steak. Later, man. I'll see you guys on the next one.